Aromatic herbs, such as basil, rosemary, and mint, in addition to being useful in the kitchen, decorate the environment with their aroma and beauty. Plant them in small pots and place them on your balcony or kitchen window. Seasonal flowers such as petunias, sunflowers, and cosmos are cheerful and affordable. Buy seedlings or seeds and plant them in pots or flower beds. Growing from scratch saves money and allows you to monitor the growth of your plants. Use repurposed wooden pallets to create shelves and niches for your plants. How about painting the pallets in vibrant colors and hanging them on the wall of your balcony? Or using plastic bottles as pots for succulents and aromatic herbs? Creating a drip irrigation system with plastic bottles is an economical and efficient way to water your plants. Use perforated plastic bottles to create drippers and connect them to a hose, or use twine to create a capillary irrigation system. Remember, a beautiful and healthy garden doesn't require much effort, just some simple and regular care. A small vertical garden on a narrow balcony can be transformed into a green oasis with reclaimed wooden shelves and hanging plant pots. Imagine how the plants will fit into the space, taking into account future growth and sunlight. For those who love to do it yourself, how about using garden design apps? They help you visualize different layouts and choose the right plants for each area, optimizing the use of space and avoiding unnecessary expenses. Remember, the beauty of a garden is not in the cost, but in the creativity and care that you put into it. How about a winter garden with plants that thrive in cold temperatures? Or a fall garden with colorful foliage and decorative pumpkins? Nature offers us beauty and abundance in every season. Remember, nature is generous and offers us several options to create a beautiful and functional garden without spending a lot. Painting old pots and furniture is a simple and inexpensive way to add a touch of color and personality to your garden. Use vibrant colors and fun patterns to create a cheerful and welcoming environment. How about building a vertical garden with pallets on your balcony? It's practical, inexpensive, and adds a rustic touch to the environment. Repurposed stones and bricks can create winding paths and borders for flower beds, delimiting spaces and adding texture to the garden. PET bottles and canning cans take on new life as creative pots for succulents and aromatic herbs. Paint them in vibrant colors and hang them at different heights for an interesting visual effect. How about starting with a vertical garden project? They are perfect for small spaces and can be made with recycled materials, such as PET bottles or pallets. Imagine a fresh herb garden on your balcony, just steps from your kitchen. Start with basil, rosemary, and mint seedlings, which are inexpensive and easy to care for. A beautiful garden doesn't have to come from expensive materials. Pallet wood, for example, can be transformed into charming pots and support structures for climbing plants. How about painting an old wooden bench with vibrant colors and floral patterns? Or transform cans into colorful pots for your aromatic herbs? Creating paths with stones and reclaimed wood is a way to delimit spaces and add texture to the garden. Use stones of different sizes and colors to create a winding and charming path. Or use pieces of wood to build a rustic and cozy deck. Using Christmas lights or candles creates a magical and inviting ambiance for cozy evenings in the garden. Harvesting rainwater is a sustainable way to save water and nourish your plants. Install gutters and rainwater collectors on your roof and use the water to water your garden. Or place buckets and basins in your yard to collect rainwater. How about using mulch to protect the soil and reduce the need for watering? Use straw, pine bark, or dried leaves to cover the soil around your plants. Or create a homemade composting system to produce organic fertilizer and nourish your plants naturally. How about using glass bottles to create a vertical garden with lights? Fill the bottles with water and hang them at different heights, creating a unique and charming visual effect. Or use wooden boxes to build a mini hanging garden, hanging them on the wall of your porch. Creativity is the limit when it comes to decorating gardens with recycled materials. Choosing low-maintenance plants is the first step to a beautiful and practical garden. By choosing native plants that are adapted to the local climate, you save water and reduce the need for fertilizers and pesticides. How about a garden of native plants that attract birds and butterflies? Or a garden of medicinal herbs to take care of your health naturally? Home composting is a simple and effective way to turn food scraps into nutrient-rich organic fertilizer. Use a simple composter in your backyard or balcony and watch the magic happen. Install a drip irrigation system in your vertical garden and program it to water your plants automatically. Or use a drip irrigation system to water your plants in pots and flower beds. Regular pruning keeps plants healthy and beautiful and also encourages new flowers and fruits to grow. Use pruning shears to remove dead branches and yellowed leaves. Or do formative pruning to shape your plants and encourage flowering. Climbing plants, such as ivy and jasmine, can transform boring walls into green cascades. Hanging pots and shelves create an interesting visual effect and save space. How about a mini pond with ornamental fish in a corner of the balcony? Remember, nature adapts to any environment. With a little planning and care, you can create an urban garden that reflects your personality and is an oasis of tranquility amidst the chaos of the city. A sustainable garden is a gift to you and to the planet. Homemade composting turns food scraps into nutrient-rich organic fertilizer, feeding your plants and reducing waste. Start with a simple composter in your backyard or balcony, and watch the magic happen. How about using old tires as pots for larger plants, such as fruit trees? Paint them in vibrant colors and stack them to create a unique vertical garden. Or use grocery crates as hanging planters, hanging them on the wall of your balcony. How about creating an edible flower garden? Marigolds, nasturtiums, and violets, in addition to being colorful, can be used in salads and other dishes. How about planting fruit tree seedlings in large pots? Lemon, Suriname cherry, and jabuticaba trees adapt well to small spaces and provide fresh and tasty fruit. Or use vegetable seeds such as lettuce, arugula, and cherry tomatoes to create a nutritious and economical kitchen garden. A succulent garden in a ceramic pot can be a stylish, low-maintenance focal point for a small patio. Combine different types and colors of succulents to create a stunning visual effect. Or use rocks and gravel to create a minimalist, modern rock garden. A seasonal flower garden in a narrow flower bed can add color and joy to a small outdoor space. Plant petunias, sunflowers, and cosmos in pots or planters. Rainwater is a valuable resource for your garden. Install gutters and rainwater collectors on your roof and use the water to water your plants. How about a drip irrigation system to save water and time? Remember, a sustainable garden is an investment in the future. By caring for nature, you are caring for yourself and future generations. Hang Christmas lights on trees and bushes for a twinkling effect. Or use candles in lanterns and glass jars to create a romantic and relaxing ambiance. Adding DIY decorative elements is a way to express your creativity and originality. Use dried branches to build a decorative display for climbing plants, or create a mobile with shells and stones to hang on the porch. Your creativity is the limit. Succulents and cacti are great options for those looking for beauty and practicality. They require little water and care, and they multiply easily, allowing you to expand your garden without spending a lot. How about creating a mini succulent garden in a ceramic pot? Combine different types and colors for an incredible visual effect. Succulents, cacti, and aromatic herbs are great options for those who have little time or experience with gardening. How about creating a succulent garden in a ceramic pot? Combine different types and colors for a stunning visual effect. Or plant herbs in small pots and place them on your balcony or kitchen windowsill. Using simple irrigation systems, such as drip irrigation systems or drip irrigation systems, saves time and water. Amidst the concrete and hustle and bustle of the city, a small garden can be a haven of peace and beauty. Don't be fooled by the size of your space. Even a tiny balcony can be transformed into a lush garden. How about a vertical garden with aromatic herbs to season your meals, or a succulent garden in colorful pots to brighten up the space? The key to a successful urban garden is creativity. Use every available inch, explore different levels, and take advantage of natural light. How about building a terrarium with glass bottles? Use bottles of different sizes and shapes to create a mini ecosystem at home. Or build a winter garden in an old aquarium. Use plants that adapt well to indoor environments, such as violets, orchids, and ferns. Remember, DIY gardening is a way to express your creativity and originality, transforming simple materials into unique and functional projects. How about using plastic bottles as pots for succulents and aromatic herbs, or hanging clay pots at different heights to create an interesting visual effect? An aromatic herb garden on a sunny windowsill can provide fresh herbs for the kitchen and decorate the room with its aroma and beauty. Plant basil, rosemary, mint, and oregano in small pots and place them on your windowsill. Or use grocery crates as hanging planters, hanging them on the wall of your kitchen. Building a homemade composter is a way to turn food scraps into nutrient-rich organic fertilizer. Use a bucket or plastic box to create a simple composter, or build a wooden composter for a more elaborate project. Creating an aromatic herb garden in tin can pots is a fun and aromatic DIY project. Use cleaned and painted canning cans to plant basil, rosemary, mint, and oregano. Or use grocery crates as hanging planters. Or use edible flowers like marigolds and nasturtiums to create a colorful and tasty garden. How about creating a winter garden in a small indoor space? Use plants that do well indoors, like violets, orchids, and ferns. Or create a fall garden with colorful foliage and decorative pumpkins. Remember, the beauty of a garden isn't in its size or cost, but in the creativity and care you put into it. Building a vertical garden with pallets is a simple and rewarding DIY project. Planning a garden on a budget requires a careful look at the space available. Start by evaluating what you already have: a corner on the balcony, a small patio, or even a vertical space on a wall. Define the style that appeals to you the most, whether it's an aromatic herb garden for the kitchen or a succulent garden that requires little water. Prioritize the plants and essential elements, such as a pot for each type of plant and a small bench to relax. A sketch of the garden is crucial.